Okay. Thank you, everyone. Good morning, everyone. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to this insightful session on strategic management, an area that is fundamental not just in academics, but also in shaping our thinking as future professionals. We are truly honored to have with us CA Ajit Sethi, a distinguished professional whose deep understanding and practical insights in the field of strategic management are sure to enlighten us all. His presence here today provides a learning experience that will enhance our grasp of key concepts such as the significance of strategy, concept of strategy, its scope and limitations with the different levels of strategic management. Right? To all the enthusiastic students who have joined us today, thank you for being here. Your curiosity and active participation are what we need sessions like these engaging and impactful. Once again, a warm welcome to each one of you. Let's begin this journey of learning together. Please, CA Ajit Sethi, please take over the session.
Thank you, ma'am. A very good morning to all of you students. A big welcome first. At 7 a.m. in the morning, you are here studying one of the most interesting syllabus, which is strategic management. I'm very happy to see a lot of people here. How we want this session to be is very simple, okay? This is not going to be a classroom session where I just speak and you just have to listen for the next 2.5 hours. What we want to do is we want you to have a conversation with me, right? You have the chat option open. You can chat directly with me. I will have so many questions for you, okay? This classroom, this session is going to be a two-way communication where you have to interact, where you have to involve yourself. It's not a lecture, it's a class where we probably talk, understand what strategic management is. We learn about businesses, we learn about what goes into this entire syllabus, which is 5 chapters spread over so many interesting concepts that are very practical. You can use them in your daily life for your personal as well as professional life. Okay, we'll talk about that how, but again, the concepts are to be learned, not to be probably remembered just for the exam. How we want the session to be is interact, ask questions. I will ask a lot of questions, so answer those questions. Okay, you have the Zoom functionality. You can give an emoticon, you can send me something in the chat, right? You can ask a question, answer in the chat. Feel free to use this platform to solve your questions, understand the concept, and go back after every session with so much confidence that you can probably just have to revise later. Okay. Now, point number 2. These sessions, the presentations that I share with you are very concise way of explaining what the concepts are. Okay. In 2 hours, I'll be doing like multiple concepts. However, the exam will not come from the presentations I share, not the slides that I share. We will share assignments, we will share questions with you for practice that will happen. But please remember, I've been saying this for all the sessions to all our students over the last few years. The exam will come from the study material, my friend. A lot of students will come back and say that I prepared well, I know the concepts, this happened, I revised multiple times, but still I did not score the kind of marks I wanted because you're not studying the study material, okay? The concept clarity will come from here, but the way you draft a formal answer, the way you write a concept, right? The key words, that is what I keep telling. The key words will come from the study material, my friend. So please do not undermine the power of study material, okay? If you guys understand this, we are on the same page, give me a thumbs up. You can use the emoticon option in Zoom, give me a quick thumbs up, okay, whatever you want, so that I know you guys understand what we're trying to do here, okay? Very nice. Perfect. Saroj, we'll come to you in the question hour once you have your hands raised. I don't want your hands raised, but you can use an emoticon. Raising hands, probably we can unmute you when we do the last 30 minutes as question hour. We'll re- unmute you and then probably you can ask your questions and get clarity. Okay, perfect. I see a lot of people saying yes, thumbs up in the chat. Use the chat more, probably, right? It's your way of communicating with me. So use the chat, type in questions, answer, and all of that. Okay. Even before now, I start presenting my slide. I have a very simple question for you. Okay. I have a very, very simple question. Name any successful business you think. Okay. Think of any business which you feel is very successful in India. It can be any business. It can be a shopkeeper near your house. It can be a big startup. It can be a big organization. Give me a name of a business you feel which is very successful in India in the chat. I see Tata, I see Reliance. What else? Which organization, which business do you think is doing absolutely massive success? Quick Heal, okay, Adani, Zomato, all successful names, right? Adani, Quick Heal, Zomato, Reliance, Tata, Zerodha, Grow, Boat, okay, multiple. Go beyond Adani Reliance. There's so many businesses, Mahindra, right? Tata Motors. Then you have even Dream 11, right? Good or bad, but the business is still making a lot of money. Geo, okay? Sugar Cosmetic. All of your Shark Tank watchers, okay? Right, absolutely. So now your brain is telling you that this business is successful. Think about this, my friend, okay? I'll take you one step deeper now. I'll take you one step deeper. That is, why do you think this business is successful? Okay, let me even put another thing. How much profit does the business that you name? So anybody who named a Reliance, an Adani, a Sugar, a Geo, whatever name you said, how much profit in terms of percentage? How much percentage profit does that business make? Do you know or no? Don't go to Google, don't search right now, but just say yes or no. Do you know how much profit percentage that business makes? 80% of the people will say no, is what I know. Okay. See, no, none of us who think the business is successful said a no, right? Now, my question to you is then how do you know the business is successful? If you don't know how much money they make, maybe they're not even making any money. How do you know they're successful? आपको तो उनके मार्क्स ही नहीं पता, आपको उनका रिजल्ट ही नहीं पता, बट यू सेइंग अरे बहुत ही सक्सेसफुल बिजनेस है. कैसे? Why? Share price is growing due to its market value. Okay, it can be anything. People saying market value, share price, the image in the customer's mind, right? It could be that I hear a lot in the news, so I feel how successful होगी तभी news में आ रहे हैं, right? The owners, the founders of that business are always on my Instagram, so मेरे को लगा successful business होगा तभी they're very famous and they're very rich. They're rich, no doubt, but is the business successful? We don't know, right? Cash flow, image building, customer loyalty, monopoly, the sole provider of things. Absolutely. Now, there can be multiple things which are giving you an idea that the business is successful. Then can be multiple things. Like you said, how is any business reaching this stage? The question is, how is any business reaching this stage that the image of the business is that they are very, very successful? Or the second question is, what should a business do to be very successful? Okay. The first and foremost thing that comes in my mind is strategic management. They should have a plan, a strategy, and they should execute it. Okay. It can be anything. It can be anything that they want to do, but they should have a very clear, defined plan and they should execute it with a lot of confidence and power. That is strategic management crux. But how do you do that? How do you do that? Question again, my friend. The chat is yours. I want each one of you to be really, really active on the chat. By the end of the session, you will go back thinking that I just understand everything. I can guarantee you. But you have to be very interactive on the chat. Otherwise, your class it'll become boring. Why? Because it's a theory subject. It will become boring, but all you have to do is interact, answer, and think with me. You have to think with me. Okay. Let's go to another example. There is a business. Okay. Now, this person, one of my friends, is starting a business, and the business is, okay, and the business is very simple business. Headphones का business है. Headphones बना रहे हैं. My friend has started a company which is making headphones. What should be the price point of the headphone? कितने प्राइस पे बेचना चाहिए उसको for the Indian customer? What price do you think is right for the Indian customer? Shriyansh is a big Shark Tank fan. Hammer, I've seen that episode as well, Shriyansh. Okay, Vishal says 2,000 to 5,000. Vishal, what a rich India you have imagined. 1,000, 1,500, 1999. Bhumika has been shopping a lot on Myntra, so एकदम सारे प्राइस 1999, 599, 499 चल रहे हैं. Julie says at the cost of production, मुझे फायदा चाहिए ही नहीं. Julie कह रही I am socialist business. I don't want to make money. श्रेयांश सिंह 800 का भी बनाओ, 2 लाख रुपए का भी बनाओ. ठीक है श्रेयांश. 1,000 to 2,000, right? Less than the competitor. Very nice. Tanu says, जो भी प्राइस रखो मार्केट प्राइस से कम रखो, बिक जाएगा. Whatever the competitor is asking for, give lesser than that and it will sell. Depends on what segment they are serving. Very good. 5,000, 500 to 2,000, 1,000. Very nice. All of you right now are doing strategic management का one component. All of you are doing customer analysis. आप लोग क्या कर रहे हो अभी? A lot of people are doing mental customer analysis. A lot of people are doing market analysis. A lot of people are doing competitor analysis. कि क्या होगा, क्या price रखा जाए? Simple a question. Every business will face this thing. That's strategic management, my friend. This is strategic management. One part of it. One part of it. Okay. Question number two. Question number two. My another friend is starting a t-shirt business. T-shirt बनाने का business, the printing. यहाँ पे आप whatever you want, you can get it printed on your t-shirt. You want an Iron Man, you want a slogan, you want a logo, you want your name, you want a caption, you want a hashtag, meme. जो करवाना है इधर print करवा लो. T-shirt का business है. Listen to this very carefully. You all are doing strategic management right now with me. T-shirt ka business. The business is of printing T-shirts. I have a choice now. Okay, I am making a website. I am making a website. अब मैं website पे what should I tell people कि should I focus more on black T-shirts? कि भाई I give promotion, I give cheaper price on black T-shirts, and I give higher price for red, pink, blue. The other colors are little costly. Black को सस्ता रखूं. ऐसा करूं या I keep the flat price? Should I keep flat price or should I keep black T-shirt as the cheaper one? What should I do? What do you think? That's a basic question. Business वाले को आएगा. Everybody says keep a flat price. Okay? Everybody says keep the price flat for every category. Very nice. As per customer preference, we can decide. Julie, how would you know the customer preference? You're just starting the business. कैसे पता चलेगा customer preference? Think about it. If black is not moving fast, keep it on the low price. Mohammed, unless you start the business, you will never know it, right? I'm just starting. How would I do it? बिना start किए कैसे करूंगा? Color t-shirt should rather be lower. This will allow customers to explore more colors. Okay, absolutely. Let's say trending black t-shirt is available everywhere, so let's give a push to other colors. Question number two, you're thinking about the pricing of different products in your portfolio of business. Question number two, you have a capacity of 10,000 shirts only. ठीक है, आप अपने warehouse में at any given point in time you can only keep 10,000 t-shirts. Any given point in time your warehouse can only have 10,000 t-shirts. That's the capacity of your space. How much would be the ratio between black and other colors? ब्लैक की क्वांटिटी कितनी रखना चाहोगे और बाकी कलर्स की कितनी रखना चाहोगे? What would be the quantity ratio of these two, black and other colors? What do you think? Okay, somebody says keep colors as high cost, open sale through limited edition, try selling that. Okay, Bhumika says I would keep 3:7. So 3 is black, 7 is color. Uh, okay, Dharini says 2:1. The blacks should be double. Amira says I would go with a 60-40. 60 would be black, 40 would be colors. Okay. Mujahid says 25 black, 75 others. Bhuma says 80% black, 20%, 20% black, 80% colors. Okay. Black more, colorful less, 20-80. I think why we have to read any market before production. Very nice, Mohammed. Mohammed Parvez, absolutely. Market पढ़नी पड़ेगी before production. यहीं तो पहुंच रहे हैं हम. But again, all of you are thinking with me, what you're doing right now, my friend, is strategic management. What you're doing right now with me is strategic management. Let me take you one step एक और आगे चलते हैं step. ठीक है जी? T-shirt business, let's say we are doing 60% black and 40% color. That's what we think. We understand कि black ज़्यादा बिकेगा. We do a 60-40 black is to color का ratio and we produce it, we keep it in the warehouse. Question, my friend. How will you go and sell to the customer? One, would you want to do it through your own website? Two, would you want to sell on Myntra, Amazon, and XYZ other websites? Let's say you just say, I want to sell on Myntra and Amazon. दो के पास बेचूंगा. I will have my own website also. I will also try to open 3-4 stores in the major cities of India. Okay. Or you say, I will just do one of these three. Sab jagah I will not go. It will confuse my business. I will just do one, but which one? What do you think? कहाँ बेचोगे अपने? How will the customer reach you? Saroj says Myntra. Shriyan says I'll go with my Myntra and Amazon thing. ठीक है? Amazon. Meera says Amazon चलते हैं. Varsha says Amazon. Tanu says both. Okay. Homer says online platforms for exposure. Syed says own website needs marketing to reach. तो खर्चा आएगा तो maybe Myntra के पास चला जाऊंगा. Amazon के पास चला जाऊंगा. Right? Promotion by other websites like Amazon, Myntra. Majority of people say Myntra and Amazon, right? क्या कर रहे हो आप अभी? The decisions that you're taking, my friends, sitting 7:20 in the morning for a t-shirt brand, you're doing strategic management ka planning thing for them. What you're doing is you're planning a business. You're planning a business with me. You're planning a business with me. ठीक है जी? We are together doing one part of strategic management. Business plan कर रहे हैं. कितने का बेचना है? What color? Where do I want to sell? Okay? All of this is part of strategic management. You guys already know it. You guys already know strategic management. Think about it. That's what I'm saying. Strategic management is a subject of common sense. That is how I put it. It is pure common sense put in a syllabus where we will teach you tools. You will get to learn some tools, models that will help you standardize, that will help give shape to your ideas. अभी जब हम business plan करते हैं ना, like you are doing right now, like you're thinking about things, the mind is very flickering. You can be very creative. You will start thinking a lot of things. कि यार t-shirt यूं कर रहे हैं, let's sell hoodies, let's sell cord sets. आजकल तो cord sets इतने चल रहे हैं. Let's do cord sets. Let's do that. Let's do this. Does that even make sense? Should you even do it? Strategic management will answer that for you. Strategic management will answer that for you. Okay? Are we clear on this? Yes, thumbs up helps. Do you understand what strategic management is all going to be about? It's absolutely interesting because everybody loves business. I love reading about businesses, and that's what we're going to do today. We will take so many examples from small to big businesses and understand what are they doing and why are they doing it. If somebody is doing this and they're successful, why are they doing it? How did they reach that decision? Is strategic management, and that's what we will study while preparing you for the exam. Do not think कि एग्जाम प्रिपरेशन नहीं होगी. यहाँ तो सिर्फ we will get conceptual ज्ञान and all of that. No, I will even prepare you for exams with each concept. You will understand how to write answers, what an exam is, what concept would come, and how it would come. Okay, with that, let's start with our first chapter, dear friends. Let's start with the first chapter, which is Introduction to Strategic Management. My name is Arjit Sethi, and I'll be with you for this entire syllabus of strategic management. Okay, very nice. Now, strategic management works in a very interesting flow of things. ठीक है जी? First, the foremost thing that we want to do is analyze business environment. सबसे पहला काम है business environment को analyze करना. Are we in the right business? Are we doing the right thing? Will we reach the right destination? Do we really want to do this? Analyzing that business environment. Who are the competitors? Fight करना है तो किससे करना है? Price रखना है तो कितना रखना है? Which color will sell? What channel? Where will I be? How will I do that? Analyze the business environment, my friend. Government policies क्या है? Will I get some benefit or not? You guys can see my screen, right? My screen is visible. Awesome. Yes. Thank you. Okay. Thanks for confirming, guys. Thank you so much. Okay. The screen is visible. So the first and foremost thing is analyzing the business environment, my friend. Unless you understand आपके आसपास और आपके अंदर क्या हो रहा है, you will never be able to devise a plan. Unless you're able to analyze what's happening around you and what's happening within you, you cannot analyze the environment. Question, my friend. एक सवाल छोटा सा, which is a personal question, and I will link this entire thing to it. My question to you, dear friends, is why are you doing CA? क्यों कर रहे हो भाई CA? Why did you decide to even do CA? I want you to answer in the chat. Why did you decide to do chartered accountancy? विशाल says to be successful. विशाल तो वो तो आप कहीं भी हो सकते हो. इंजीनियरिंग में भी हो सकते हो, डॉक्टर में भी हो सकते हो, स्पोर्ट्स में भी हो सकते हो, सिंगिंग में भी हो सकते हो. यू कैन बी अ ग्रेट गिटारिस्ट, यू कैन बी अ ग्रेट कंटेंट क्रिएटर आल्सो आजकल तो. Silesh, you are saying you're following your passion. I don't believe you. You're seeing other people and then thinking this is your passion. I will give you the answer. Why are you guys doing chartered accountancy? For money, for being independent, passion, you're interested in auditing, naam kamana hai. Today's world is influenced by corporate and you want to be part of it. This all is philosophical. All of this is philosophical. I'll tell you the right answer. The right answer is you did an environment analysis. Your purpose and intent matches with CA? No, I don't think so. Right? Uma says you want to be like your uncle. He's a CA and his right. He has a say in the family and others don't, and he earns a lot. Okay, exactly. So what are you doing? All of your answers are very philosophical. नाम कमाना है, पढ़ाई अच्छी है, passion है, समाज में नाम चाहिए. No. You did an environment analysis of chartered accountancy course. You saw somebody, you saw a family member, you saw a senior, you heard from people. One, I'll be honest here, the one, it gives you power once you become a chartered accountant. आपको ये analyze किया आपने from your external environment. From your external environment, you did a scanning and said, okay, what course are people valuing the most? What is society accepting? कौन लोग हैं जिनको इज्जत मिल रही है? You analyze that. Okay? What is the customer valuing? Customer value क्या करता है? The customer here is parents. The customer here is the society. The customer here are relatives. The market who will give you jobs. What are they valuing? You did an analysis in your mind, my friend. Philosophical to ठीक है, but you did that. Second you did was, let's be honest, the course is not very costly. All of us did that analysis. All of us do that analysis. The course is not that costly in relation to what the market is today. I'm not saying it's very easy for you to do that, but still, in relation to what the cost of education is today, the course is still way cheaper. We all did that analysis. बहुत कम खर्चे में you can get a lot of return on your investment. The time, the effort, the study. We all did that analysis, my friend. Let's be honest here. Okay? Number 3. You saw the future potential. Said कि यार कर तो लूंगा 4 साल 5 साल I'll put into this course. 4 5 years of my youth I'll put in the course. What's the future like? Where will I reach? You analyzed, you did a sampling and you said everybody who did it is doing good. Majority, 9 out of 10 people are doing good. If not fantastic, if not everybody is a millionaire, they at least are doing well enough to have a good standard of living. ठीक है? सबने ये analyze किया. That was an analysis of your environment. An external thing, what's happening, what's valued, what's the future result, what are the chances of success, is it easy, is it financially making sense? Everything was tick, 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 tick. You said, I want to do this course. Then you came inside. You did an external analysis, कर लिया, सब समझ लिया, आप अंदर आए. Now you've started doing an internal analysis. The internal analysis was what you were saying. I like auditing, this is my passion, and all of that. You started convincing yourself that you like it. And you've convinced yourself, which is very good. When you're studying, you have to convince yourself that you're doing the right thing, and I can guarantee you're doing the right thing. But then you started doing an internal analysis. Can I spend 4 to 5 years? I know it's going to be tough. The exam pass rate is not as good as other. मैं बाकी कोई course करूँगा, I'll clear the exam for sure. If not, it's not like I will never be able to get off the course. I will eventually complete the course in a frame. यहाँ पे there is no time limit. So you did an internal analysis that am I patient enough? Your man said, yes, it's worth it. Let's try. You did an internal analysis. Am I patient? Do I like finance and numbers and a lot of big syllabus? Can I do that? You started challenging, you started analyzing yourself. The answer was yes, yes, and yes. So you said, okay, my external analysis makes sense. My quick internal analysis makes sense. Let me go and do this. Let me go and do this. The business does the same thing, my friend. Business भी यही करता है. कस्टमर को क्या चाहिए, मार्केट में वैल्यू किस चीज की है, वो करेंगे. If I put a factory, I start production, I do a lot of efforts, marketing में खर्चे पे खर्चा करता हूँ, will I get a return after 3 to 4 years? The answer is yes. Let's put up a factory, my friend. Am I internally aligned to doing this business? If the answer is yes, I will do it. Do I want to, do I think I'm good at it? Answer is yes, I will do it. Right? If a person is not good at something, they will never be able to be successful in that business because external analysis to kar liya कि potential है, there is potential in the market, but I don't like doing this. You will never be successful. So internal analysis telling you, I like doing this. I want to do this because I have resources, I have passion for it. I know the thing very, very well. I have done it and I have liked it. So I will continue doing it. Business environment analysis. Number two, ये एनालिसिस हो गया जी, सीए करेंगे. ये एनालिसिस हो गया, हम बिजनेस करेंगे. Then you start formulating strategies. Okay. Question, my friend. Simple question for you. I have a business of dry fruits. मैं dry fruits बेचता हूँ. ठीक है. Bear with me here and I want each one of you to answer on the chat again. I want each one of you to please be active. My business is of dry fruits. I currently sell in the northern part of India and somewhere in the central part, में मध्य प्रदेश में, मुंबई, महाराष्ट्र, नागपुर, all these places, थोड़ा थोड़ा बेचता हूँ. But North India में, I have a good business. I have a turnover of let's say 3-4 crore rupees and I do a decent good business. ठीक है? करता हूँ, मैं अच्छा करता हूँ. महीने का 30-40 लाख का सामान है सेल. Now, one of my friends said, yeah, why are you selling in India for 1,000, 1,200, 1,500 rupees a kg? You should sell this good quality product in Spain. आप स्पेन एक्सपोर्ट कर दो ना. स्पेन में सेम आपको 5,000 रुपए में बिकेगा बिकॉज एक तो यूरो है, दे विल बाय इन यूरो. सेकेंड, इट्स एन इंडियन प्रोडक्ट, सो वहाँ वैल्यू बन जाती है. दैट देसी इंडियन प्रोडक्ट है. You just have to maintain quality and you can just charge 5x the price. Would you do this or not? I have come to you as a consultant कि भाई मेरे पास है idea. I want to go to Spain and sell the same product for 5 times the price. Should I do it? You are my consultant. Tell me, should I do it? Okay. Majority people, Shriyansh, Paresh, Shivam, Saroj, right? Silesh, Meera. Yes, we can do it. Absolutely, Shilesh says, but I'll have to see my capacity first. Manisha says yes. Kushali says yes. Considering law, it can be done. Kinari says, law पढ़ लो, अगर सही लग रहा है तो कर लो. I will first research about the place. Prem, okay, wonderful. You want to study more before you take a decision. Good. 90% of the people are saying yes, I will go and do. So probably you're telling me go and do it, make more money. ठीक है जी? Depends on tariffs. We can do if additional expenses we incur is less than the additional income. Absolutely. I'm selling 5 times. Even I'll easily cover up my costs. ठीक है जी? Let me tell you the reality. You're like, हाँ करो, जाओ business करो. जैसे वो सब तो ठीक है. I've come to consult you and you, it makes sense. You're right. 5 times बेच सकता हूँ. But there's one problem. There's a problem that I source my products. I source my products from 3, 4 suppliers. One is sitting in Kanpur, one is in Kashmir, the other one is in Orissa, and the fourth one is in Ahmedabad. मैं सबसे ना थोड़ा थोड़ा माल खरीदता हूँ. Somebody has good cashew, somebody has good बादाम and those right almonds हैं. किसी के पास that kishmish or raisins are better, right? So different people have different goods. So I collect from them, and I don't know if I can really maintain the quality. Quality fluctuate होती रहती है. In January, February, the product is very nice, but the product that I get in March, April, May, it's very dry and it's not very nice. I'm not able to maintain the quality. मतलब multiple suppliers हैं. I'm not able to figure out the quality, and quality issues आते हैं मुझे. My question to you now, Mr. Consultant, Miss Consultant, is should I still start selling in Spain? स्पेन में अभी भी जाऊं, बेचूं? What do you say? शिवम से नहीं नहीं नहीं, रुक जाओ अभी, पहले ये सॉल्व करो. Solve this problem first for your business before you go ahead. Everybody is asking me to stop. Everybody is saying, no, 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 don't right now. This is not the right thing to do. I need to first solve the problem of quality, right? That is what everybody is saying. ये क्या हो गया? ये कैसे हो गया? You were 10 seconds पहले you told me no no go sell in Spain. Why are you losing money? जाओ बेचो, 5 गुना पैसे कमाओ. One piece of information. I'm telling you what is such important thing, okay? One piece of information changed your decision. Yes or no? Just one piece. अभी तो मैंने 10 और चीजें बताई ही नहीं आपको अपने बिजनेस के बारे में. I have not even told you 10 other things about my business. One information changed your decision. ठीक है जी. अभी तो पैसे नहीं लगे हुए. We are just talking in hypothesis कि भाई this is my business, what will happen if I tell you, Mr. Consultant, Miss Consultant, you give me a yes, you give me a yes, I will put 10 crore rupees investment in building a supply chain, getting product, warehousing, exporting, importing, license लूंगा, सब करूंगा. I will spend 10 crore rupees on this entire project if you give me a yes. And if it fails, then you will have to pay me 10 crore rupees because you are saying yes. What would you do? What would you do? As a consultant, what would you do, my friend? मैं पैसे लगाने वाला हूँ. I'm going to put money. You tell me, should I go ahead or not? What should you as a consultant do? Study the business, study the environment, study their business, right? श्रेयांश, रिस्क तो बनेगा, पैसा भी जाएगा. Ask for more information. Demand for more information. Collect good quality information, right? Good quality product and information. Formulation of strategy, my friend, formulation of strategy will happen when you have ample information and analysis. 4 chapters in our syllabus. 4 chapters in our syllabus are based on analysis and formulation. 4 chapters in our syllabus, 5 chapters हैं syllabus में. 4 chapter सिर्फ analysis और formulation सिखाएंगे. The last chapter, which is the 5th chapter, will only talk about implementation and evaluation. So you understand the foundation of strategic management lies in the fact that how strong your assumptions, of business planning are: how confident are you to put money? How confident are you to put money? Bungee jumping करने गए हो, have gone to do bungee jumping. If you do not check if your harness is locked, like अरे क्या हो गया, रोज होती है bungee jumping यहाँ पे. Every day, 500 people do bungee jumping. Nothing can happen to me. And you do not check your harness if it's locked. Chances are, you know what I mean. Others' experience is not your experience. Others' business is not your business. Bhaiya, study your business. Understand your business. And that's what 4 chapters will talk about. Analyze, formulate. How do you do that? And then we talk about implementation and evaluation. How do you bring action? How do you bring about a change? How do you lead decisions as a future leader? All of you are going to be the next CEOs and CFOs for sure. Next 15, 20 years, you're like what, 18, 19, 20, 21, whatever you're young, whatever age you are, young, middle age, or wherever you are. There will be a time when you will lead decisions for your business, somebody else's business, as an employee, as a VP, director, senior VP, कुछ तो बनेंगे सब लोग, right? Or you will have your own business, you are the owner and doing massive crores and crores of rupees of business. People will come to you for decision making, and if you are just going on gut feeling, chances are you'll do good. But if you have a strategic plan, chances are very high that you will be really, really successful, right? And that brings me to this page, which tells you कि chapters क्या हैं. What are we going to study in strategic management? Chapter 1 will talk about the introduction to strategic management. Chapter 2 is external environment analysis. बाहर की दुनिया समझेंगे. We will understand the market. Chapter 3, we will understand ourselves, the internal environment, our own stakeholders, our capabilities, our strengths, our weaknesses, the opportunities we can create, and the threats we have. Chapter 4 will tell us options क्या क्या available हैं, क्या करना चाहिए, क्या करूं मैं, should I go to Spain, should I invest in a factory, should I create a new product, should I introduce a new flavor, should I buy another business, should I shake hands with my competitor, should I get into a joint venture with another company, should I buy a startup, should I sell my startup, should I just sell my brand, should I double the business of my brand, should I stop one brand in my business, what should I do? Chapter number 4 हमें पढ़ाएगा कि भाई what you should do, what are your strategic choices available, and how do you take a decision on them. Chapter number 5 is all about implementing and evaluating. Implement your ideas, work on your ideas, and then evaluate if it's even making sense. काम आ भी रहा है या नहीं, काम आ भी रहा है या नहीं. Somebody is doing a CA with BCom plus CS plus CMA plus ACCA, सारे कोर्स साथ में कर रहे हो. Just an hypothetical example. I've seen students doing multiple courses together. Good for them if they can manage. But someday they will have to stop and evaluate, are you getting the desired returns? Having 4 degrees will not give you 4 times the money in terms of job. If your skill set is fantastic, you may, right? तो evaluate करना भी जरूरी है. Implement तो आप कर रहे हो, but evaluate, does it even make sense? Am I doing the right thing? Will it give me the results? Is it giving me the results that I want? So that I continue putting efforts on it. If I'm not getting the returns, I will stop my efforts. That is evaluation. 5 chapters, We'll go through this entire flow of strategic management. Chapter 1 to 4 ये बताएंगे, chapter 5 ये बताएगा. Okay, very, very nice. Chapter number 1, meaning and nature of strategic management, the concept of strategy, importance of strategic management, the limitations of strategic management, what's the strategic intent, what are strategic levels in the organization, how are they interlinked. We will now start giving a structure, a formal structure to what we have discussed in the last 45 minutes, my friend. Last 45 minutes, we have taken so many decisions for so many businesses. 45 मिनट्स में इतने सारे बिजनेसेस के हमने इतने सारे डिसीजंस ले लिए. Now we will put a structure, a format around how did we do that. मेरे दिमाग ने इतना काम किया कैसे सुबह सुबह, ऐसे किया. We'll talk about that. Okay. The meaning and nature of strategic management. ठीक है जी. Now management has two meanings. Management is the key people who are taking decisions in the organization are called management. And management also refers to a set of interlinked processes and activities that take you to a final result or an objective that you want to achieve. ठीक है जी. If in your house your mother and father are taking the decision, they're the management of the house. They also do the management of the house where they ensure time पे फल सब्जी दूध bread सब आ रहा है. Things you want to eat is everything stacked. They bring namkeens and biscuits, they keep fruits for you, they keep snacks for you, everything is coming on time just like magic. You are on your phone sitting in your room studying, listening to music, but everything in the house is managed. Clothes are getting ironed, clothes are getting washed, खाना भी आ रहा है, snacks भी आ रहे हैं, right? आना जाना भी हो रहा है. If you see if parents own a car, पेट्रोल भी भर जाता है अपने आप, पोल्यूशन चेक भी हो जाता है, इंश्योरेंस भी भर दी जाती है. We don't know anything, but everything is being managed. The interlinked of activities and processes to deliver an outcome is management, my friend. That is what a business also does. Managing all these activities, the right talent, the HR, the finance piece, the operations, the supply chain, procurement, production, marketing, delivery, return, customer, सब चीज का ध्यान रखना is a management of activities. How many of you remember the POSDC from your 11th, 12th CBSE? How many of you remember this POSDC when we used to do business studies, right? Right, Shriyansh remembers. Kinari says, yep, you remember. Panipreet says, I remember. Shailesh says, planning. Okay. Tanu says, I remember. Varsha remembers. Prem remembers. You don't fully, but partly, Vishal. That's okay. Saroj says, I remember. So POSDC, my friend, is planning, organizing, directing, staffing, and controlling, right? So POS, planning, organizing, staffing, directing, controlling. I used to remember this as postdoc, the postdoc of management. It doesn't make sense, but I remember the word is postdoc. POSDC, postdoc. Planning, organizing, staffing, directing, and controlling. Doing all of these 5 activities as an interlinked activity is postdoc. This is management, my friend. This is management. आप प्लान भी करते हो, आप रिसोर्सेस को ऑर्गेनाइज भी करते हैं. You direct who will do what, how will things be done. You staff the right talent, the right people, and you control what they do. You control the activities they are doing. Planning, organizing, directing, staffing, and controlling. Okay, that is management. That is management. Now, Read this very carefully. On your screens, I will take a pause of 1 minute and I will let you read this clip. And then I will ask you questions. Read this very carefully, my friends, and then I will ask questions from this. Read this scenario, read this piece, this content piece, and I will ask you questions from it. The time starts now. Once you're done reading, give me a thumbs up. Once you're done reading, give me an okay, a thumbs up, whatever in the chat. Okay, I see one done. Very nice. I see a lot of interstellars, okays, and thumbs up. Okay, very nice. Question, my dear friends. Questions, my dear friend. What's the overall strategy of this group of skilled astronauts? What do you think? ओवरऑल स्ट्रेटजी क्या है? ये तो समझ आ गया, स्टाफिंग, कंट्रोलिंग, ऑर्गेनाइजिंग किया इन्होंने. ओवरऑल स्ट्रेटजी क्या है? To reach Mars, budget control, to go to Mars, to reach Mars with affordable expenses, landing on Mars, detailed and planned one, new possibility for human exploration and settlement. Coordination. ठीक है जी. Human settlement on Mars, Mars exploration, सब अच्छा है. I'm not asking what's their mission and vision. I'm asking उनकी strategy क्या है. हो गया ना confusion चालू, my friend. That's why I'm here for you. The confusion has now started, and I am liking it. I am liking this because now you will get confused कि ये तो strategy है. What you're telling me, Mars, human settlement at affordable price, ये सब तो उनके mission है. It's a mission to reach Mars and do a human settlement. Strategy क्या है? Strategy ना सब कुछ है on your screen. What you see on your screen is the strategy. What you are telling me is their expected goal, their result, their mission. आप मुझे तो end result बता रहे हो, मैं तो strategy पूछ रहा हूँ. I am asking your strategy. You are telling me your end result. वो तो आंसर गलत हो जाएगा. My question was, what is their strategy? What is their overall strategy? The overall strategy is this. It's a detailed plan. It's a detailed plan. That is your strategy. Your strategy is your detailed plan. Absolutely. Absolutely. The blueprint, the entire decision making plan from evaluation till execution till getting the results is your strategy. Is your strategy. Question again, मैं आपको अभी solve कर देता हूँ. If people are still confused, I will still solve it for you. Strategy can change, but your mission, goal, vision cannot. एक second. What are you saying? Strategy can change, but आपका mission, goal, vision ये सब तो नहीं change होगा. How can you say that? अभी बता देते हैं. Question. Listen to this very carefully. You'll remember this for life. Okay? Listen to this carefully. In this entire strategy, are they trying to save money and be affordable? They're trying to cut down costs. They're trying to cut down costs, yes or no? They're trying to find cheaper ways of doing things, yes or no? That's their strategy कि affordable बनाना है, कम cost में बनाना है, right? Negotiate with suppliers, prevent overspending. Yes, budget control करना चाह रहे हैं ये. But what's the end result, my friend? मेरे को एक बार फिर से बताओ. Tell me what's their end result. What's their end result? Reach Mars, land on Mars, human settlement on Mars. ठीक है जी. Now their strategy is this. Okay, we are clear. Their strategy is they want to staff the best people. They want to avoid overspending, cost cutting करना है. They want to require meticulous planning करनी है. Systems check करने हैं, countdowns on everything they want to control and have under control. Now there's this rich woman. Okay, now there's this rich woman from Italy. इटली में एक बहुत बहुत अमीर, there's this woman and she says, oh okay, I like what you're doing, I like space exploration, you guys are doing fantastic job, I am writing a check for $20 million for your project. $20 million मेरी तरफ से आपको डोनेशन. Now, this group of skilled astronauts, this organization, this company got a free grant with no liability. ना लोन है ना इक्विटी इन्वेस्टमेंट कुछ नहीं है. डोनेशन आ गई $20 million की. Would they still want to avoid overspending, or now they will work towards putting the best material, best product, best technology they can find in the market? क्या करेंगे अब? They will start spending that on putting the best stuff. They will stop worrying about overspending. They will stop worrying about budgets, right? They will stop worrying about budgets, cost cutting, finding ways out. They will start spending more to get the best quality. ठीक है जी, agreed? Yes, okay. Give me a thumbs up, okay, if you agree. Okay, wonderful. I see a lot of yeses. But remind me again, if they get $20 million का donation, would they, what is their end mission? क्या है वैसे? Mission change हो रहा है? Mission क्या था? Is the mission changing? Is the mission changing? No. Mission तो अभी भी वही है, but strategy change हो गई. Mission आज भी वही है, my friend. The strategy changed. The strategy has now changed, but mission वही है. What does this mean? I am giving you a layer of understanding now. I'm giving you one layer of strategic management understanding. The strategy can change. The strategy is flexible. The end goals are not. The mission, vision, intent does not change, but strategy can change. So now my question is, if out of this entire business case or the case that you're reading, if somebody asks you कि भाई ओवरऑल स्ट्रैटेजी क्या है, तो एंड रिजल्ट मत बताना. प्लीज डोंट tell my strategies to reach Mars. That is your end result, which will not change. Your strategy is to get the best people at the cheapest cost and have a lot of control on systems. But now you have money, your mission, your goal remains the same, but your strategy changed that I want to hire the best people. I have now money, so I will put the best quality products, and I will still have a lot of money to spend on controlling, putting technology for controlling systems. स्ट्रैटेजी चेंज हो गई. करना मुझे आज भी एंड रिजल्ट वही है. So my friends, this is strategy. We all confuse strategy with end result, and that should not happen. Are we clear on this? Thumbs up, okay, give me this, whatever you think, whatever emoji you want to share on the chat. Awesome. Very nice. Now you remember the strategy piece. कि strategy होता क्या है. ठीक है जी. Now strategy is a long range blueprint of what you want to achieve, what you foresee. It's a long range blueprint. It's a plan. ठीक है जी. Two people, Igor H. Ansoff and William F. Gluck, two people gave us definitions. Igor said the common thread amongst the organization's activities and product markets that defines the essential nature of business that the organization has or plans to be in the future. Mr. William F. Gluck said a unified, comprehensive, and integrated plan designed to assure that the basic objectives of the enterprise are achieved. Flow of process है, क्या करना है, कैसे करना है. That is strategy. That is strategy is consciously considered and flexibly designed. Because टाइम के साथ इसको चेंज करना पड़ेगा, सिचुएशन के साथ इसको चेंज करना पड़ेगा. Strategy has to be flexible. Today, you are a private company doing space exploration. The government of India says nothing doing. Private organizations are not allowed to work on space exploration because it has national security issues. रातों रात आपका बिजनेस बंद हो जाएगा. Whatever strategy you want to make, but your business बंद हो जाएगा. So your strategy has to be flexible. Then you have to figure out, okay, if that's not working, what else can I do? I can become a supplier to government space company. तो मैं supplier बन जाता हूँ ना. Instead of doing my own exploration, let me be a supplier to ISRO. I don't know. Maybe the strategy will have to be flexible. Another business case on your screen. I will have many business cases for you, my friend. आज businesses की ही बात होनी है पूरे syllabus में. And once you leave, and questions जैसे ही आएंगे, the questions will come, the case scenarios, the business case questions will come like this. I am giving you some practice of how to read a business case. What does the business case tell you? Spend next 2 minutes, my friends, reading this business case on your screen. Read it carefully. Once you're done, give me a yes, okay, and then I start speaking again. Take time, read carefully, enjoy the business case. Okay, I see a few people have done reading. Okay, 80% of the people on the chat say done reading. Let's move on to the next one to tell you what's happening. क्या हुआ अभी पिछले बिजनेस केस में? Why do you think this is happening? Question. My question to you is, why do you think this is happening? Membership numbers were declining. Competition. Competition was killing them. No proper vibes. They did something same as large firms with same costs. Growth, competitive market. The membership numbers were declining because of the competition, because of lesser facilities than the competition. So competition was giving much more value, much more quality atmosphere for people. Right? They were using old school techniques, so the numbers weren't ramping up for them. Right? So what they did was they needed a fresh strategy. They needed a fresh strategy to revitalize. Instead of competing on price, they decided to focus on building a strong atmosphere, community atmosphere. Question. Is this common with every business? कभी ना कभी तो decline आएगा, कभी ना कभी there will be some problem. The business will not be smooth always. So give me a general answer. If you know as a business person कि यार कभी ना कभी someday or the other, there will be a hiccup in the business, there will be a downfall in the business, there will be something that will not work out. What should you do? How should you prepare for it? Is my question. How should you then prepare for it? Feedback, making strategy, plan for the future. You will change your strategy. Very nice. Review, try to design a strategy to attain maturity for a longer period, do innovation. Very nice. Innovation, fresh strategy, be prepared and have a sharp watch, try to attract customers. Very nice. What you all are saying is being proactive. ठीक है जी, आप कह रहे हो भाई प्रोएक्टिवली काम करो. प्रोएक्टिवली का क्या मतलब है? व्हाट डज प्रोएक्टिव मीन? What does proactively mean? What you're telling me is be proactive. जब आपको पता ही है ये होना है, तो why are you not prepared? Proactive does not mean flexible. Proactive means being prepared for the future. पहले से prepare होना is called proactive. पहले से prepare होना is proactive. Let me ask another question. Let me ask another very simple. I will explain proactive and reactive in a simple real life example. How many of you face water shortage problem in your area, or you have ever faced? Now it's resolved, but have you ever faced water shortage, or when पानी का time limited है, water is limited? right? When electricity is down, yes, mostly no, right? Yes, majority people face water shortage problem. There's a limited time, just time pani aata hai, so we prepare ourselves for it, right? Motor chalane hai, we switch on our water tanks and all of that. Absolutely, we do that. So we are being proactive. Now think about this. You are being proactive. When the water comes and you know आना है या shortage होगी, you know after 11 a.m. there will be no water supply. You know it. So what are you doing for it? When you know this will happen, how are you preparing? You're saying, जब आ रहा है, we fill up our buckets and we store, we fill up our tanks, we fill up our water tanks, the overhead ones, the underground ones. We collect a lot of water for usage throughout the day. You are being proactive. You are being proactive. Now let's say the timing of water is 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. But एक दिन पानी आया ही नहीं. You are proactive. You are ready at 9 a.m. The water supply will come. I will start filling my water tanks. You are ready. You are just ready to fill it up. पानी आया ही नहीं. What will you do? What will you do, my friend? You are proactive. You are prepared. You were all set. But पानी आया ही नहीं. क्या करोगे? Buy water bottles? You have no buffer stock, Sunil. Shreyansh, let's say you have no buffer stock. खत्म हो गया पानी. आप तो every day you fill and every day it gets used. So रोज आता था, आज आया ही नहीं. You will order water from outside. You will get a tanker, or you will buy water bottles for your food and drinking purposes, right? You will start reacting to something which you did not expect. Now, this is your reactive strategy. भाई पानी नहीं आया. The reactive strategy is call up a tanker, get some water from the neighbor if they have saved, right? Get water bottles from the market. At least you will say, यार खाना तो बने, पानी तो पिए, ठीक है? We will not wash clothes today, or we will not wash a lot of utensils today. We'll save water, but still we need water. This is reactive strategy, my friend. You were being proactive. You were well prepared. There was no question of you not being prepared. There was no question of you being an underperformer. भाई आप तो time पे थे. But the situation was not in your favor. Now you have to react. That is what business also does. The gym it was not a problem with the gym. It's not like कि भाई gym की कोई गलती है. The gym was good, the gym was nice, the chain was nice, right? But the numbers were declining because competitors came and started doing something different. Now, they also had to do something different as a response. Right, Kinari? The electricity is gone. Now you're struggling to be in the class. You have to figure out a strategy, right? Awesome. Now, that is reactive and proactive strategy, my friend. Look at this slide. Proactive actions on the part of the managers to improve the company's market position and financial performance. When you are proactive, you improve the financial position and and the market position of the business because you are well prepared for the future. You are well prepared for the future. So you have a very robust, very strong plan and you're executing on it. However, reactions to unanticipated developments. Unanticipated means which were not, you were not aware of. You could not even guess it, right? And fresh market conditions in the dynamic business environment. उनको आपको react करना पड़ेगा. Proactive strategy is planned strategy, while reactive strategy is adaptive strategy, reaction to changing circumstances, right? Now, what happens when you have to react? What happens to the strategy? So, there's a proactive strategy that you have. There is a proactive strategy that you have. A new initiative plus ongoing strategy elements continue from prior period. हम पहले जैसे करते आ रहे थे, I was future ready, future prepared, all of that. Then I had to react to a changing circumstance. Now, this thing created a new version of my strategy. मैं सोच के तो आया था कि भाई मैं पैसे ऐसे काम करूंगा, आई विल डू दिस, आई विल डू दैट, बट इवेंचुअली मैं कर कुछ और रहा हूं. That is reactive elementary strategy, and some parts will be left out of the strategy and a new strategy will take place. How do you understand this diagram is very simple. ठीक है जी. We do this diagram and then we take a 10 minutes break. Let me explain this diagram and then we take a 10 minutes break. Okay. What is happening here? You plan something for the future. That is your strategy. That is your strategy. Let's go to the astronaut case. Astronaut case था कि their mission was clear and they had a strategy कि भाई get the best people, save money, budget control करो, keep a control on the systems, and finally you will be successful. That was the strategy. That was a proactive strategy. Now they started with that thing in their mind कि हमें ऐसे 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 करना है. Somebody donated 10 million, $20 million, the strategy changed. तो जो ओवर स्पेंड नहीं करना है, बी फ्रूगल, बी कॉन्शियस ऑफ द एक्सपेंडिचर, though that became your abandoned strategy element, no longer relevant for strategy. They abandoned it. Okay. Now they got ample money, so the latest version of the actual strategy, the latest version is basically a combination of your proactive and reactive. जो आपने सोचा था, जो आपको करना पड़ गया, what you have thought of and what you eventually had to do, a combination of these two is your new or actual strategy. And there are some portions of your strategy which you have to abandon, which are no longer relevant. Those are abandoned strategy elements, right? You have to leave some elements away from the strategy. This is what the diagram says. Are we clear on this? Give me a quick yes, 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 so that I know we are clear on reactive and proactive strategy. Very nice. Very nice. See yeses. I'm very happy. It's 8:20, my friends. Let's take a quick 10 minutes break. Get things in order. Go freshen up, get something to drink, and I will meet you in 10 minutes at 8:30 right here. Okay. Let's meet back. Don't leave the Zoom. You can just like keep it there and I'll be back in 10 minutes. I give a call. If you can hear me, join back. Okay. Let's meet in 10 minutes, my friends. Thank you. back. I'll wait for a minute or so for all of you to be back. If you are back, give me a yes, okay, thumbs up, whatever you want to give on the chat or in the emojicon, and we will continue from here. Okay, I see a few yeses. I'll just wait for another 30 seconds. I don't want to rush in. Then people will say you did not give us ample time to be back. So I'll give you ample time, 30 seconds more, and join back if you can hear my voice. Back on your phones, laptops, tabs, wherever you are. I hope you got a cup of tea, coffee, milk, juice, whatever you are having. Okay, very, very nice. ठीक है जी. We're talking about strategy, we talked about strategic management, POSDC, the reaction and the proactiveness. What's a proactive strategy? What's a reactive strategy? And how the two blend together to make a new effective strategy is what we have talked till now. The next thing we're going to talk about is very, very interesting. And why? Because one, we'll talk about importance and limitations. Okay, the importance and limitations of strategic management. But before that, the overall objective of strategic management are two, my friend. Overall objective क्या है strategic management करने का is number one, it creates a competitive advantage. And number two, it guides the company through changes. Number one is creates a competitive advantage. Number two is guides the company through changes. When I say competitive advantage, I want all of you to give me in the chat what does competitive advantage mean? Competitive advantage का मतलब क्या होता है? I want you to give me in the chat what do you understand by competitive advantage? क्या होती है competitive advantage, my friend? Competitive advantage means what? Having more features than the competitor, advantage from the competitors, share price more than the market, being first in the competition, do before competitors, having more features than the competitors. ठीक है जी, बहुत बढ़िया, बहुत ही अच्छी बात है. Being the first, share price more. नहीं, that's the wrong answer though. We are doing that thing which our competitor is not doing. Okay, very nice. Okay. We'll study about this in depth, but I think this is important right now because strategic management helps create a competitive advantage. Let me take you back 90 minutes pehle, 7 o'clock when we started the class. I asked you one simple question. आप ब्लैक टी शर्ट ज्यादा रखोगे या कलर वाली? Majority of the people said we will keep black more. Listen to what I'm going to tell you, my friends. It should stay with you forever now. Okay. I asked you, would you keep black more or colored more? You said mix, same, black more, colored more, as per your understanding. ऐसा क्यों बोला था? What was your underlying thought when you decided which color to sell more, or what was your underlying thought? Boomer, we'll come to that. You said color more. So do you have competitive advantage? I don't know. But I'll solve if you have or not. Let's solve if you have it or not. Vishal says market preference. Absolutely, Vishal. That's the right answer. The thought that passed your mind, the thought that came to your mind was, should I keep black more or colored more? I'm not talking about the price. I'm talking about the quantity. The thing was customer preference. Acha, एक second. No. Now I am confused. You are saying competitive advantage. That means I am doing something more or better than the competition. But why am I talking about the customer? कस्टमर की बात क्यों कर रहा हूँ? Why is customer preference something which will give me a competitive advantage? The answer, my friend, is आपकी advantage is zero if the customer does not value it. Your advantage is zero. You are better than the competitor. You're doing something different than the competitor. Customer को चाहिए ही नहीं. Customer doesn't want it. Nobody will buy it. What will you do? I will give you a classic example. I will give you a class. Have you seen these shoes? जिसके नीचे skates होते हैं. Have you seen these shoes nowadays very viral on internet that there is a button, you press it and the tires come, the small tires come from that shoe and it become a skate and you can skate on the road. And then you click a button, the tires go inside the shoe. It's a normal shoe. Have you seen this shoe on the internet? Yes. A lot of us would have seen this, right? A lot of us would have seen this video, this product. क्या competitive advantage है? बहुत बढ़िया competitive advantage है. Doing something different, much more innovative than the competitor. मतलब दूर दूर तक कोई नहीं कर रहा. You are the only one doing it. Is that brand successful? Is that product successful? The answer is no. तो फिर काय की competitive advantage, my friend? There is no competitive advantage. कोई advantage ही नहीं है. Advantage है. If there is an advantage, they would be more successful and profitable. There is no advantage at all. Why? Because the customer doesn't need it. The roads we have, the facilities we have, I don't have a footpath. मैं skate कहाँ पे करूँगा? I can't even walk on the pavement in my areas. Where will I skate? So even if your product is better than the competitor, more innovative, the price point is right, भाई आप उसको 2000 रुपए में बेचो तब भी लोग नहीं लेंगे. Even if you sell it for 2000 rupees, an innovative product, people will still not buy it. They don't need it. There is no competitive advantage. Competitive advantage is when you're better than the competitor, you are different than the competitor, and people value that difference. People value that difference. Example is Apple, iPhone. iPhone is 80,000 rupees. iPhone is 80,000 rupees. OnePlus is 40,000 rupees. Okay? Listen to this carefully. OnePlus phones are 40,000. Apple is 80,000. Same features, hai bhai sab. Same even better camera in OnePlus. The phone, the screen, the colors, the technology, the smoothness, everything is almost there. It's almost there. The price is half for OnePlus. Aadha price hai. But still people value an iPhone more. That's the competitive advantage. The difference is brand, the difference is feel, the difference is the social stigma around owning an iPhone. They've created that difference. They have created that difference, and that's their competitive advantage. Strategic management helps doing that. Strategic management helps in doing that because आप इतना ज़्यादा environment study करते हो, you study the customer, you study the market, you study yourself, you study your product, you figure out so many things about your business and then you execute that it eventually leads to having a competitive advantage which is valued by the customer. Number two, what strategic management does for a business is it guides the company through changes. टेक्नोलॉजी चेंज होगी, प्रोडक्ट चेंज होंगे, कस्टमर प्रेफरेंस चेंज हो जाएगी तो स्ट्रैटेजी भी चेंज होगी माय फ्रेंड. पीपल विल चेंज, customers will change, the preferences will change, the strategy will also eventually change. Strategic management prepares the organization to go through these changes. It guides the company through these changes, right? कि भाई टेक्नोलॉजी चेंज होगी, प्रेफरेंस चेंज होगी, so you have to react. You can be proactive, but you also have to react. You cannot just play the proactive game. You will have to react as well. You will have to react. प्रोएक्टिव तो आप हो ही जाओगे, बट आपको रिएक्ट भी करना है. दैट इज strategic management. That is the twofold use, the twofold objective of strategic management is you do so much analysis, so much study about the environment, about your business, कि you create a competitive advantage. उस advantage से you become successful, and when changes happen, things change, the business turmoil comes up, you react to changes while being proactive, prepared for the future, but still reacting to unanticipated things that happen in the environment. That's called strategic management, twofold objectives, my friend. Are we clear on this? Thumbs up, yes, helps. Are we clear on this? Very nice. I see a yes, thumbs up. Okay, wonderful, my friends. Thank you everyone for being so interactive and active. Really, really helps me to speak so much only when I see your responses. Very important question on your screen. ठीक है जी? I call it hashtag test toll plaza. एक टोल प्लाजा आया है आपकी सेशन में. There's a toll naka. Okay, that's what people say in Mumbai. Toll naka. The toll plaza is here. It's called Test Toll Plaza. Okay. Read the question carefully. These will come. So I'm just telling you that hashtag Test Toll Plazas will come throughout all the sessions, not just this one, through this entire syllabus. I will put a lot of test toll nakas. Okay, ji? Read the question carefully and answer. Your answer should give me keywords. I don't want you to write the entire answer. I want you to give me keywords. Don't give me full answer. Type करने में बहुत time लगेगा. But just give me the keywords you will give in the answer. Okay? Take 5 minutes, read and type in your answer. The time starts now. Read the question carefully. Figure out the keywords we have studied so far. Frame an answer in your mind and give me the keywords you would use in your answer. You have to give me the keywords you will use in your answer. MK Electronics, the blend of proactive and reactive strategy. क्या किया, कैसे किया, क्यों किया? Expect similar questions in your exam. ये एग्जाम में ऐसे ही क्वेश्चन आएंगे my friend. These are your exam level. You will not find these questions anywhere. These are brand new, fresh questions for you. I have prepared. So use these, practice with me, and this will help you from an exam prep perspective. Absolutely. It's like the gym example, but Kushali, we want to see how you write the answer. Silesh, they launched eco-friendly products, okay? Once you're done reading, give me the keywords you figured out in the question, and then I will tell you something super duper important from an exam perspective. ठीक है, wonderful. I see a lot of good answers. I see a lot of interesting answers. People have figured out a lot of keywords from the question. My question to you is, how many of you have read the suggested answers of ICAI? Give me a yes, okay, thumbs up if you have. If you have not, give me a no, thumbs down, whatever. No, nobody has. Okay, nobody has read the suggested answers. Absolutely, the first time. That's absolutely fine. That why am I telling you this is, you're preparing for an examination. सबसे important पता है क्या है? To go and just read the question paper once. My tip, if you see MasterChef, my tip of the day is, any exam in life, any subject, सबका ही पढ़ना है आपको. Even before you pick up the study material, even before you see the syllabus, even before you smell the fresh printed book, go to the internet, go to BOS website, go to resources, last year question paper, click, read the question paper without answers first. सिर्फ questions पढ़ो. You can use 3-4 last attempts. Just read questions. Do not solve anything. Just read questions. क्या होगा उससे? You will know how to read the subject then. The questions are coming subjective, objective, MCQ, case scenario. Subjective है, कितने marks का आता है, question कैसे आता है. Now then you start linking your study material to your question. You have ample time, my friends. I'm not saying strategic management. I can guarantee you, you will remember me for life for doing this. कोई भी बुक उठाने, टैक्स हो, लॉ हो, फाइनेंशियल मैनेजमेंट हो, स्ट्रेटेजिक मैनेजमेंट हो, व्हाटएवर सब्जेक्ट इट इज, ऑडिट हो, कुछ भी हो, बुक खोलने से पहले रीड द क्वेश्चन पेपर विदाउट आंसर्स. जस्ट रीड 3-4 अटेम्प्ट क्वेश्चन पेपर्स. कुछ नहीं करना. इट विल लीड टू टू थिंग्स. वन, you will get to know questions कैसे आते हैं, what concepts are they asking, how are they asking. Question है क्या, वहां बैठ के तो आपको वो पढ़ना है. 4-5 months from today, that sheet of paper is your fate, and I have access to see 5 महीने बाद मुझे क्या एग्जाम हॉल में बैठ के देखना है. What a privilege, but I'm not doing it. Why? I don't know. You are in exam hall, you have reached exam hall, it's so hot. You've reached there, your parents are outside, you've reached alone, your siblings are outside, everybody is stressed. You're in the exam hall, a sheet of paper comes, and you start shivering. कैसा क्वेश्चन आएगा, क्या क्वेश्चन आएगा. आई एम टेलिंग यू टुडे, देख लो क्या आएगा. You can see what will come. Nobody's using that privilege. Use that. That's called question paper. An advanced level of preparation for examination is suggested answers. After the session, you have the weekend for yourself. We'll meet tomorrow as well though. Use Saturday. Site पे जाओ, सिर्फ site समझो. Go to suggested answers. Click on any attempt, any subject you want. I'm not saying strategic man, I'm saying go to any one you like. I would love if you go to strategic management, but go and first study a suggested answer for any attempt on that website. What are suggested answers? Suggested answers give you a format of how the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India wants you to write the answer. It tells you how we want you to write the answer. आप वैसे लिखोगे, हम आपके मार्क्स काट ही नहीं सकते. सामने से बता रहा है इंस्टीट्यूट. द इंस्टीट्यूट इज सामने से गिविंग यू एवरीथिंग कि ऐसे क्वेश्चंस आते हैं, ऐसे आंसर लिखा करो हमारे लिए, आपको एग्जाम क्लियर हो जाएगा. व्हाट वी सेइंग, नहीं, हम नहीं पढ़ेंगे, वी विल जस्ट गो एंड गिव आवर एग्जाम. ऐसा नहीं होगा. This exercise, if you do for 2-3 days for all your subjects, intermediate, finals, wherever you are or will be in future, this is going to change your life forever, especially for these exams. Ample resources. पूरी website भरी हुई है इतने resources से, nobody is using it. Use that. From that, I will tell you how to write an answer. Okay? Now, this is a question. Discuss how MK Electronics effectively blended proactive and reactive strategies in this scenario. What are the potential benefits and challenges of this approach? ठीक है जी, very nice. पहले तो first we है introduction of the answer. You have to first give intro of the answer. Intro comes from the question itself. Listen to this carefully. Intro comes from the question itself. Discuss how MK Electronics effectively blended. Okay, सेम चीज क्वेश्चन की 2 लाइन में लिखो. ये 2 चीजें, चैलेंजेस एंड रिस्क एंड सब कुछ, इंट्रोड्यूस इन 2 लाइन्स. ठीक है, 2 लाइन्स में एक्सप्लेन दिस कि दिस इज माई इंट्रोडक्शन, दिस इज व्हाट इज हैपनिंग इन एमके इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स, दिस इज व्हाट इज हैपनिंग. ओके, देन second is answer to your question, right? What are the potential benefits and challenges of this approach? Your answer that you gave is right. Whatever answer you gave in your chat right now, I consider that as right. That's your answer. Okay, you give the body of the answer. You give the body of the answer always in bullets, or if not bullets, break it down into paragraphs. 3-3 4-4 लाइन के पैरा मैक्सिमम. 3 to 4 bullets, and if you're doing it in para, 2 to 3 maximum paragraphs of 3 to 4 lines. Final is conclusion statement, which is 1 line only. Single, maximum 1. कुछ ज्यादा आपका मन है बातें करने का तो 2 लाइंस लिख दीजिएगा. That is how you frame an answer. Simple. There are 3 parts to the answer only. Any question whatsoever, any subject, इसके आगे मत जाना. Introduction, what they're asking, discuss how MK Electronic, a mid-sized tech company, was facing challenges from big competitors. Early 2023, a major earthquake hampered their supply chain, and they had to react to their existing strategies. Simple. Introduction दे दिया कि this is what happened. Now, what are the potential benefits and challenges? Bullets. The potential benefits and challenges are potential 1, 2, challenges 1, 2. In para लिखना है, the potential are 1, 2, 3, छोटा para, but the challenges were 1, 2, 3, छोटा सा para. 2 para हो गए. Conclusion. Thereby, we as MK Electronic understood that a perfect blend of proactive and reactive leads to a successful strategy, and they were able to implement it through XYZ. कंक्लूजन दे दिया कि भाई स्ट्रैटेजी असली में प्रोएक्टिव और रिएक्टिव का ब्लेंड ही है. इट्स अ ब्लेंड ऑफ प्रोएक्टिव एंड रिएक्टिव ऑलवेज. यू कंक्लूड विद अ स्टेटमेंट फ्रॉम द स्टडी मटेरियल. द एग्जामिनर विल से डन 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 डन, 5 on 5 marks आपको मिल गए हैं. You got 5 on 5 marks. What I've just told you, now test this. ठीक है, जो मैंने आपको अभी बताया है, you want to take a note, you want to write it down somewhere. What I've told you right now, when you go to suggested answers, जब भी आपका मन करे, whenever you feel like, go and read the suggested answers, any subject, जो उठाना है उठा लेना. This is the format. इसी फॉर्मेट में आपको आंसर मिलेगा, आई कैन गारंटी यू. इसके बाहर आंसर चाहता ही नहीं है इंस्टीट्यूट. We don't want stories. We don't want you to write beautiful hypothetical stories. We want you to frame your answers in a way what is being asked, in a bullet, in a para form, which is easy for the examiner to read and understand. Please understand, examiner के पास thousands of papers हैं to check. Make it simple for them. Underline important words. Conclude, introduce, make the paper super neat. Neat doesn't mean colorful and flowery. It means एक structure होना चाहिए. Every sheet the examiner turns, they're like, the format is the same. They're like, wow, this person knows how to write an answer, even if they're not even reading the answer. They're like, the structure is right, the keywords are underlined. I think this is right. Tuck, 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 marks next. ऐसे नहीं उनको ढूंढना पड़ रहा है, बैठ के पूरा पढ़ रहे हैं कहाँ पे आंसर है, कहाँ पे पॉइंट है, राइट. For those guidelines, Elish, what color pen and everything, you'll have to go with the exam guidelines. They keep changing somehow, but the latest one will be on the website, or before the exam you'll get to know. So refer to that. Exam जब आप form भरते हैं तो उसमें होता है the rules of examination. You'll get all that information there. You can probably go in the on the internet and also see. Okay, but is this clear, my friends? How to write an answer, a 5 marker, how to solve this question. We'll practice more questions for sure. This is the first one. Pure syllabus, I say I will bring more than 20-30 questions for you to practice. Okay, very nice. We will touch upon this, and then it's already 9 a.m. So I'll just quickly touch upon this, the importance of strategic management, and then I'll open the session for questions. Okay, I'll open the session for questions where you can raise your hands and ask your questions, and I'll be happy to answer. Okay, but let me just touch upon this topic. We'll not get into details right now. We'll do this tomorrow. We'll do the importance and limitations and the 3 levels of organization tomorrow. But let me just tell you, the importance of strategic management is that it defines the goals and mission. ये पढ़ेंगे depth. It develops core competencies and competitive advantage. जो हम पढ़ रहे थे. We'll study about what is a core competency. We'll study a core competency also. ठीक है जी? It helps to be proactive instead of reactive. Being proactive is better than reactive, but the blend is the formula of success. It provides a framework for all major decisions. It prepares the organization to face the future. Future ready कर देते हैं आपको. आप proactive हो, आप reactive हो, you're future ready. It serves as a mechanism against mistakes and pitfalls. The defense mechanism. It helps you avoid costly mistakes. मैंने आपको अभी शुरू में when we started this session I said, Mr. Consultant, Miss Consultant, I will put 10 crore rupees if you say yes. मैं 10 crore रुपए लगा दूंगा. Now you said, no, I need more information. I need more data to tell you if this is right or wrong. So this strategic management करनी पड़ेगी मुझे आपकी, so that I save you from costly mistakes, from mistakes and pitfalls. So strategic management helps in that. It enhances the longevity of the business, the life of the business. Somebody said in the chat, the maturity stage needs to be elongated. It helps in doing that. Strategic management helps in increasing your maturity stage. Your small company, you grow, you mature. भाई आप पीक पे बैठे हो, वहां पे आपको वो टाइम पीरियड लॉन्ग करना है. ऐसा नहीं 6 महीने सक्सेस देन डिप. It has to be 50 years, 70, 100 years of legacy बनानी है, तो strategic management करना पड़ेगा. Okay. That is the importance of strategic management. We will study each of these with examples in depth tomorrow. It's 9 a.m. What I want to do now very quickly is open the session for Q&A. Okay. You can ask as many questions on the chat if you're comfortable. If you want to speak up, if you want to have a, a conversation and ask question, feel free to raise your hand and I will unmute you. But please be respectful, right? It's your class. All the people are your friends. Please be respectful if we are unmuting you. Okay, otherwise probably you won't be allowed to enter the classroom in from the next sessions or from any of the sessions. The teams, there are teams on in the chat in the classroom which are taking notes, okay, of people. So would love to interact and ask your questions, but be very respectful, please. Okay. All right. Parvez, let me unmute you very quickly.
गुड मॉर्निंग सर.
Morning, Parvez. How are you?
फाइन फाइन सर. ये क्वेश्चन किस टाइप से होंगे, मतलब थियोरेटिकल होंगे ना पूरे टोटली स्ट्रेटजी मैनेजमेंट में?
Mix है Parvez, इसीलिए I'm saying आप एक बारी जाएंगे and if you study the past year question papers, the question paper is going to be blend of both subjective, objective, MCQ भी होगा, subjective भी होगा, right? So that is where the thing आपको दोनों के लिए prepare करना है. There will be objective MCQ और वहाँ subjective जैसे अभी हमने question किया वैसा भी होगा. So go and read the question papers, आपको बहुत clarity मिलेगी. नहीं आएगा फिर भी clarity, we are meeting tomorrow as well.
ओके, थैंक यू.
Thank you. I'll come to the chat questions as well. Okay. Let's go to the next one. Kinari, I'm unmuting you. Go ahead, ask your question, please.
Good morning, sir.
Morning.
Sir, my question was like in business studies in higher secondary, planning was almost for the top level management.
Mhm.
So strategies are part of levels of like top level management, middle level management, or it is for all the three levels of management.
Great question, Kinari. Okay. So in this chapter, after importance, we're going to talk about that. Strategy,
Okay.
the flow of strategy, the four pillars we saw: formulation, evaluation, formulation, implementation, and then
Implementation
finance.
and
Correct?
finance.
So the
Yeah.
first planning piece stays with the corporate, the top level. The execution stays with the lower levels. So overall strategic management is actually the activity of all the levels, but everybody has their own roles to play, right? The same
Okay.
chapter number 1, after this topic, we will be studying the interlink between the three levels, how they work together for strategic management. So great question, great thought. I think you're thinking in the right direction. And that's part of the chapter number 1 last topic. So we'll do that tomorrow.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Okay, next we have Tanu. I'm unmuting you.
गुड मॉर्निंग सर.
Morning, Tanu.
सर मेरा क्वेश्चन है कि स्ट्रैटेजी तो सारे बिजनेसेस बनाते हैं बट वो मतलब कि फेल क्यों हो जाते हैं कंपनी?
Great question, Tanu. ये मैं आपको बताता हूँ क्यों फेल होते हैं. Okay. If you guys
यस
can
सर.
still see my screen, आप स्क्रीन देख पा रहे हैं आप लोग? I'm switching, right? Okay. ये देखिए. What you're saying is strategy तो सब बनाते हैं. But why are not every business or not all businesses are successful is one, because either their analysis of the external environment was not right. तो आपकी strategy में भी risk है. We're going to read about that as well. I'm very happy you guys are asking these questions because all these questions का answer syllabus में ही है. And very good that chapter 1 में आ रहा है. There is something called as risk to strategy. Okay? जो हम पढ़ेंगे syllabus में, which tells you कि आप एक assumption के basis पे strategy बनाते हो. आपने एक assume किया कि यार customers को तो black shirt t-shirt ज़्यादा चाहिए होंगी. मे बी कस्टमर को टी शर्ट ही नहीं चाहिए, उसको शर्ट चाहिए थी.
यस
यू
सर.
अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट आई एम सेइंग? आपने एक
यस सर.
अजम्पशन पे एक एनालिसिस किया कि यार ब्लैक टी शर्ट बेचेंगे तो 10,000 यूनिट में से 6,000 हम ब्लैक टी शर्ट्स बनाओ. यू वेंट टू द मार्केट एंड यू फिगर आउट कस्टमर्स कह रहे हैं टी शर्ट के बहुत ब्रांड है, हमें तो अच्छी शर्ट नहीं मिल रही है मार्केट में, हमें तो शर्ट चाहिए थी। तो मेरी स्ट्रैटेजी तो मैं बहुत अच्छी बना ली, मैंने बहुत प्लानिंग कर ली, बट कस्टमर को वो चाहिए ही नहीं था। तो इवेंचुअली मैं पैसे लगा दिए अपने प्रोडक्शन में, काम में, और मेरा बिजनेस फेल हो गया। सो दिस इज द रिस्क टू स्ट्रैटेजी विच वी विल स्टडी। ऐसा बहुत बिजनेस के साथ हो रहा है। आप इमोशनली एक प्रोडक्ट बनाते हो कि दिस प्रोडक्ट विल सेल, ये तो सबको चाहिए होगा, बट इवेंचुअली वो प्रोडक्ट चलता ही नहीं है। मे बी द कस्टमर डजेंट लाइक इट, मे बी द प्राइस पॉइंट ठीक नहीं है, मे बी आपकी कॉस्ट बहुत ज़्यादा है, मे बी आप प्रोडक्ट बहुत अच्छा बना रहे हो बट आप बहुत महंगा बना रहे हो बिकॉज आप क्वालिटी पे ध्यान दे रहे हो। बट इंडियन कंज्यूमर को क्वालिटी चाहिए ही नहीं, वो कह रहे हैं मुझे सस्ता चाहिए, मुझे तो डिस्काउंट चाहिए, मुझे बाय वन गेट वन स्कीम चाहिए, राइट?
यस सर।
अब वो आप दे नहीं पा रहे हो, आपकी स्ट्रैटेजी अच्छी है, बट आप एंड कस्टमर, आप इम्प्लीमेंट, वो इवैल्यूएशन का जो स्टेज है ना, कि क्या मेरी स्ट्रैटेजी सही में काम कर रही है या नहीं, दिस इवैल्यूएशन स्टेज इज वेयर पीपल फेल। they get so emotional about their ideas, they fail to understand कि यार समझना भी था कि whether it's working or not. And the earlier you realize, the better your chances are to do something differently, react to it and solve for it. Otherwise वो fail हो गई, and 99% ये fail हो रहे हैं because of this.
ओके सर, थैंक यू सर।
Thank you. Okay, let me take some questions from the chat. Difference between strategy and planning. Planning is a part, one piece of strategy, Silesh. Strategy बहुत बड़ा है, पढ़ा ना, POSDC, उसमें planning एक है सिर्फ. Just for a clarification, Buma, okay. Proactive strategy, formulate ideas, strategies beforehand, and reactive is react with strategy and plans after an event happened. Yes, that's right. Have I discussed limitations of strategy? Not yet. Tomorrow. Where can we practice MCQs? Are they not easy to avail? They are. सजेस्टेड आंसर्स पे जाइए, प्रैक्टिस पे जाइए, प्रैक्टिस क्वेश्चंस पे, मॉक टेस्ट पेपर, रिवीजन टेस्ट पेपर्स, सब कुछ है। इतने 600 पेजेस ऑफ मॉक रिवीजन टेस्ट पेपर, सजेस्टेड आंसर्स डले हुए हैं BOS पे। गो एंड प्रैक्टिस दैट, मॉक टेस्ट, रिवीजन टेस्ट, सजेस्टेड आंसर्स। आई विल गिव यू, वी आर प्रैक्टिसिंग इन LVC। इतना कुछ हो रहा है, इतने सारे क्वेश्चंस हैं, पास्ट ईयर क्वेश्चन पेपर्स में जाइए, कितना प्रैक्टिस, बहुत बहुत सामान है फॉर प्रैक्टिस। How many CAs are on an average is required in a business? Depends. Yeah, it depends on how much they want. Companies like e-commerce will need 1,000 plus. Smaller companies might need 5, 6 only. Depends. Was it the same with Byju's? Neeraj, yes. Tanu's question, Byju के साथ भी same ही हुआ. They were very aggressive in growth. They did not even realize कि भाई customer को क्वालिटी एजुकेशन चाहिए, 1 लाख रुपए का टैबलेट, वीडियोस नहीं चाहिए, वो तो यूट्यूब पे वैसे भी दिख जाएंगे। So eventually, the strategy analysis was right that there is a need for online education, but how you execute it was the magic. जो वो miss हो गया, right? So will we have MCQ tests in Zoom? We have the GST Titan for GST. What is GST Titan? I'm not aware of GST Titan, but we'll have MCQs in this session. We will practice a lot of MCQs from my side. Okay. Very good question, Shreyansh. Who can replace CA? Another CA. Another CA can replace a CA. Canary, I'll just come in a minute to you. I see your raised hand. I'll just come in a minute. I'm once I'm done with the chat questions. We should mark the important points or keywords in the answer sheet. That's what I told you. It means we may use black or blue color pen or only with the help of blue pen. The same pen you're writing the answer, underline this. Itna time nahi hai black, blue, pink, green mat karo. The same pen you're writing your answer, underline with the same pen. More than enough. In foundation, you give MCQ assignments available, yes, but many answers were wrong. They were so shallow to test or check. A lot of corrections have been done, Banipreet. I agree. There was some because the system was new, the technology was new. We were learning through that technology as well. But a lot of corrections have already been done. But if you still figure out some issues with the app, with the answers, feel free to reach out. If you voice out here, we can take those. Esteemed faculties on the call are taking notes as well. So be very vocal. You can share those and we'll be happy to correct those. But I agree, there was some learning phase for us as well. So most of them are now resolved. Will we have MCQ test? Oh, we've done that. How to make notes for SM for revision and last day preparation? You don't have to be very honest. आपको पता है खुशहाली? You can make your own notes, but let me tell you, there is a magical booklet जिसको मैं reveal करूँगा last session. It's already on the website. If you can find, go find it on the BOS website, but there is a magic booklet for revision already prepared for you. पूरी मेहनत कर दी है इंस्टीट्यूट ने आपके लिए. Okay? Yes, you've named it right. That is your magic booklet. Your notes are there. Your concepts are there. That is right, Saransh. All of you know it. बताओ. I was thinking I will reveal it in last session. लोग कह रहे बताओ क्या ही reveal करोगे? We already know it, right? Saransh is a booklet that is a magic booklet for revision. It's good if you make your own notes. अपने notes ना ज़्यादा याद रहते हैं, ज़्यादा समझ आते हैं. I agree. The moment you write, you remember. But अगर आपके पास time नहीं है, if you are not good at that, you can go and revise through Saransh. Okay, Kinari, I'm unmuting you. Go ahead and ask your question, please.
Sir, I actually don't have any question, but you mentioned that you are not aware about GST Titans. So I was just wanting to brief you about it.
Sure, go ahead, please.
Sir, GST Titans was a quiz held in this week
Okay.
of the subject GST that was completed till date
Okay.
of 3 chapters, and it was done through some portal. Ajit sir is aware about it, and he was also the host of the quiz. And the quiz was with a timer of 1 minute. There were questions which students have to choose the correct MCQ and give the answer in 1 minute span time. It was a really helpful and really knowledgeable quiz. It really boosted our confidence. It showed us where we actually stand in that subject even after completion of this much syllabus. Many were lacking in many things. Concept clarity, we got the concept clarity, we got the trickiness of the questions, trickiness of the concepts and all. And therefore, many of the students have requested for other subjects also. That is what the GST Titans was. It was titled as GST Titans.
Understood. No, fantastic. I think the use of technology is good there. We do something similar
Okay.
on the session.
To interrupt, Ajit, sorry.
Go ahead,
I
ma'am.
just wanted to add on something what the student has said. Manisha, I think Manisha was telling.
No, Kinari was telling, ma'am.
Okay. Whosoever is the student, actually, beta, that was the session for BOS for success. These are the LVC classes. Please try to understand and appreciate that. That was you are talking about which session is on GST. That was BOS for success, not for classes. Here, the faculty is going to tell you each and every concept and preparing for the examinations, forthcoming examinations. That is November 2000, for September as well as for January 2026. These classes are for that. You are appearing for, you can say September 2025. For that matter, the BOS for success was there. Okay?
Right. Kinari,
Kinari?
if that helps,
Am I clear, Kinari? I really appreciate. We will work on it. Anybody have any query related to exam and like that?
Just please feel free to ask any question around exam as well. We have ma'am who can help you with every
one query I have seen that related to that why the strategic management, if all the companies or firms prepare the strategies, then why the strategies, all the businesses are not successful. I think that was a query.
Yes, already resolved, ma'am. We've already resolved that.
Okay. I'm asking this question because this is the question which generally asked in the paper also.
Correct.
That is the strategy is the panacea for all the problems. Right? So you have to give the answer.
Absolutely. And the format we have already shared. Go and study on the suggested answers as well. You have to frame your answer in the same way, like ma'am is saying, that this is one of the exam questions, that even when you're doing strategic management, why do businesses fail, right? So that's how you have to frame your answer as well. Okay, let's see more questions. Is there any other way of advertisement except TV, YouTube? There are many. Priyansh, we'll talk about marketing. We have an entire concept on like almost like 14, 15 ways of marketing. We'll talk about that. Right? There are so many ways of advertising or marketing your business, not just advertising, but marketing your business. Okay. So hold on to that. We have that concept. We'll go into detail of everything there. Okay, I'm unmuting you, Tanu. I see your hand raised. Go ahead, ask your question, please.
Sir, what is the difference between mission and goal?
Oh, we'll come to that. That's tomorrow's session, Tanu.
Okay, sir.
We'll do that. Goal, mission with examples. I have very, very nice real business examples for you. We'll do that tomorrow. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Oh, go ahead, ask your question. I'm unmuting you.
Uh, Good morning, sir.
Morning.
Sir, when I asked in chat about what is proactive and reactive, I got a clarification that proactive is the strategy we make before the company faces any kind of issues, and reactive is something the company does when the issue is like on hand and they're
Correct.
doing it. But how does these both strategies blend, sir? Because in one question you asked that, in the last question, MK companies, you asked that how the both proactive and reactive strategies blend. So I wanted to know how are this blending.
Sure. Can you see my screen, Uma, right now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is your answer. The graph, the lower one graph is your answer. What is happening is you plan something basis your future assumption that this thing is expected to happen. You create a strategy. That thing doesn't happen, so you react. So you thought of something, you reacted to something. What will happen is the latest version of the company strategy is the actual strategy now. So what is happening is you thought of something based on an assumption, you worked on it, you prepared yourself. A new thing happened which you did not even anticipate. You were not aware of, you could not even think of that, and that thing happened. So you tweaked, you changed the thing in your strategy. Like the example of the astronaut piece, they were worried about cost when they planned their entire project of landing on Mars. They were controlling their costs, they were frugal, they thought, what will we do? We go and negotiate, cut down prices, and all of that. Eventually, they got more money while they were working. So they switched their strategy. The end strategy was still, right, getting the right team, the right control. But now, one element, which is cost, changed for them, and they were now not frugal but spending more on latest technology. So the two strategies blend to make a business successful, right? That's how a strategy eventually over a period of time blends. There was just one. There will be 10 more things that will come while you are going or executing a strategy. You plan for something, something happens, eventually you do that, right? You're planning to do chartered accountancy, you're doing well, you're at intermediate, maybe a new opportunity comes and somebody gives you an offer to work in the US. You will think twice. You're like, maybe let me just go and do an MBA in the US if I'm getting an opportunity. Let me not do CA. I'm just giving a hypothesis. Eventually, after 3 years, you're an MBA from a Harvard or a Stanford. You're not a chartered accountant. So that proactiveness was there, but there was something that happened. Eventually, something else happened. So it's a blend of proactive and reactive, right?
Okay, sir. I just like a sum up of what you actually explained me. So proactive and reactive strategies blend by changing the existing strategy. So in the
Correct.
first time in the initial business, I would have that I'll do this and that, but based on the market information and present conditions and everything, I make strategy changes to what is happening. That's how both
Exactly.
proactive and reactive blend.
Exactly. Exactly. That's
Thank
absolutely
you,
right.
sir.
Thank
Thank you
you.
for clarification, sir.
Thank you. Okay, I have a few more questions in the chat. Let's go and read those. Generally, making strategy takes a lot of time. How can a business react quickly to problems when making a strategy? Generally, strategy takes a lot of time, and that's what also we will study. Rihanna is organizational structure. Okay, absolutely right. That's a big limitation of strategy, that it takes a lot of time. You did so much of planning and execution, allocated resources, brought in money, brought in people, decided everything, and now you have to react and change to things. If the organization is big and huge and a lot of people are involved, it will take time. That's there. What's the solution to this is having an asset light organization model. Hold on to that thought. In chapter number, I think 5, we're going to talk about this, where we talk about something called network structure. How does that help? We'll talk about that. This is a limitation, but there is a solution of creating your organization structure, which is very light and flexible and agile, which changes very quickly. Okay, there is a solution within the syllabus. We'll do that chapter number 5. Difference between strategy and end result, as you explained, is to mission to Mars. That's right. The difference between strategy and the end result. The end result remains the same. Your strategy, like we were just talking to Bhuma, was probably you blend, you keep changing, you keep reacting. You have a broad proactive idea, but you keep reacting to multiple changes that happen. Eventually, you thought of something, you finally do something else, but your end goal still remains the same, to do an X thing, to achieve an X thing. Can we make proactive strategy for Jan 26 examination? You should. I'm a little bit not able to make proper effective strategy. Shali, you'll have to sit down, think how you want to allocate time, what makes sense. When are you going out? When are you at home? Prepare that. Please do that. Please share any one of the incidents when you feel doing CA is worth it, and limitations of CA. Shreyansh, absolutely do it. I will still tell it. Can't explain in words. Please do it. Right? The course gives you so much power. The degree, the certification gives you so much power and confidence. Please go ahead and do it without any doubt. Limitations is just, it takes a bit of time. You might feel you're lacking behind versus your friends not doing CA. That will come, but sooner or later you will realize it was worth it. So go for it. Okay. Limitations in practice, somebody who's doing practice can tell you. There are multiple. Getting new customers, getting payments from the customers is also a limitation. Okay. Very nice. Last 2 minutes, any exam related doubts, any concept related doubts, feel free to ask. Otherwise, we're meeting tomorrow, same time, 7 a.m. in the morning. The best time to study, fresh mind, new mind, with no thoughts. And we complete a chapter number 1 tomorrow with a lot of hanging questions from you guys, which I'm very excited, because you guys are now thinking in the right direction. Why isn't successful? What are the limitations? It takes so much time. Why are you doing it, right? Then which level of organization takes thing? All of these questions are really important, and you need to understand this. Okay. All right, Tanu. I'm unmuting you, and this is the last question. Then we wrap up for today. I don't want to hold on you guys on a Saturday. Go ahead, Tanu.
Sir, in exam, we need to give example for questions or not?
You can, Tanu, if you have time and you have nice examples which are professional enough for an exam perspective. Like, I am giving examples to explain to you. Like, I talk about CA course, I talk about XYZ. But if you give great examples from an existing organization, company, or you give any of the hypothetical which are professional examples, like a business, I gave you a gym example, I gave you a saloon example. Use those if time allows. It's good to have that. If you can write answers very quickly, your writing is fast, use that extra time to give example. It helps. It helps.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Okay, can we clear both groups in just 5 months? Absolutely, you can. Absolutely, you can. You'll have to be disciplined. You can. Why is SM reduced? Because we're getting a new subject. We have a robust business-oriented startup subject at the SPOM, which is self-paced module. So you're getting more into strategic management, more into startups there. So that's why the subject is moving on to get more weightage at different levels. Okay. It's the most relevant and most future-oriented thing that you should have in a syllabus, and we're doing that. Okay, wonderful. Well on time, guys, 9:26. Okay. Very, very happy
Okay.
that. Go ahead, ma'am.
I
Sorry.
would like to
Sure.
address our students. Okay, as we come to the conclusion of this insightful session, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to CA Arjit Sethi for sharing his expertise and providing us with a comprehensive understanding of strategic management. His detailed explanations on its concepts, importance, limitations have certainly enriched our knowledge. My dear students, Board of Studies is committed to providing you with the best academic resources to support your learning journey. From comprehensive study materials to RTPs, suggested answers, live virtual classes, Saransh, booklet on MCQs as well as booklet on case studies, MCQ practice portal, and the student journal and so many other publications, our every initiative is designed to enhance your conceptual clarity and exam preparedness. These resources aim to equip you with the knowledge, skills, and confidence needed to excel in your CA journey. However, our endeavor to serve you better in an ongoing process, and your feedback plays a crucial role. My dear students, I am repeating that your feedback plays a crucial role in shaping these initiatives. We invite you to share your suggestions and experience with Board of Studies. Your insights will provide direction to refine and enhance these resources, from better structuring of content to improve accessibility, so that we can progress from better to best. Every suggestion you provide is valuable and will contribute to further strengthening the academic ecosystem. I repeat that please, every suggestion, every feedback is important to us. Kindly give your feedback so that we can give you better to best. We encourage you to actively participate as your voice matters to us. Together, let's build a learning environment that supports growth, excellence, and success. Last but not least, I can say the difference between ordinary and extraordinary is that little extra, right? So keep striving for excellence so that we united made this session truly interactive and meaningful. With hope, this session has provided you with valuable insights that will help you in your academic journey as well as in your professional endeavors. Keep exploring, keep learning. With this, we formally conclude today's session. Thank you and have a great day. We will come up tomorrow with some good and interesting topics which are left in chapter 1, and so many cases. Actually, students, what we find that students generally find problem while dealing with the questions which are compulsory questions and those who are case scenarios. Students were not able to write them properly, right? So for specifically for that, we will come up with tomorrow's session. So please, my request to all the students, please join the session and enjoy the session. Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone. And thank you, my technical team.
Thank you, Ruwan. Thanks, ma'am. Yes. Thank you. Thank you.